Good morning, Tokyo. Hi, I'm back with another video. It's been a year. I apologize. My last video was a little bit unhinged, and I told y'all I was gonna show you the final product of my hair, and I never did because reasons. That's why. Yeah, reasons. This is the final product. It has had a year worth of growth plus some extensions. We're not gonna talk about that. It's pink now. It was purple, but I bleached it. You know, you gotta keep up. So how have you been? How's your mom now? The reason why I'm back is because I saw a movie that I really liked, and I want to start a series on my channel called Movies I Like. It's going to be where I recreate iconic looks from films that I really enjoy. Movies that I like. I need a better name. I need a better name. So, I watched this movie called Pearl. Beautiful movie. And I want to recreate the burn look from the film. So I'm gonna do just that. I got a plastic bag. Ooh, you can see my armpit hair. I got a plastic bag to kind of hide my real hair because I cannot afford a lot of things these days. But one of the things I can't afford right now is a ball cap. But if one thing don't work, another definitely will, okay? Hello. I should probably get one that's easier to cover. No, it's just gonna get covered in latex. It's fine, it's fine. I went. What the hell are you? Get out of here. That's a big ass flop. Lord. So, I'm supposed to be talking about the movie. So, Pearl is an extraordinary movie, an extraordinary prequel to a movie I have yet to watch. I don't know why I haven't watched X yet. It's on the list. I'm probably gonna watch it right after I finish filming this. But Pearl was so good. Oh my god. I don't want to give away too much. Child, this is my first. Get away from my camera. This is my first movie review, so I don't know how much I should tell, how much I should show. But we're friends, right? We're friends. We're close enough to be friends. I know a year apart is a lot, but child, that's not that long. That is not that long. So I'm just gonna pretend like we're on FaceTime and I'm telling you about a movie I saw. So, Pearl is a slasher film. It stars Mia Goth and some other people. I only know Mia Goth, and that's all I care about. I've been obsessed with her since I've seen this movie. The reason why I started watching this movie is because the sound is popular again, where she's like, I'm a star! No, I'm a star! The world's gonna know my name! That part, yeah. It got real popular on TikTok again. I was like, wow, I've got to see that movie. Where did that come from? And Pearl happened to be the one that it came from, but I'm pretty sure that soundbite is from X. I don't know. I'm putting tape, to tape it down. Do not follow this part of the tutorial, okay? I just be doing stuff that I feel might work. Why is there a fly in my filming room? There's not even food in here. How did you get in here? That's gonna be on my mind this whole video. Yep. I just need to cover up this part, I think. And the only way I can think of to make it stay is tape. This is medical grade tape. I hope it don't pull off my hair. I used to put it on my eyebrows. I don't think it's gonna pull off my hair. Oh, also, we're gonna be doing something fun. We're gonna be blocking out our eyebrows. You can listen to me on that part. But, where was I? I done got distracted so many times. The film. It is about a young lady who wants to be on the big screen. And she will kill for the role, okay? She will kill for the role. That is the non-spoilers, whatever, synopsis, I guess, that I can give you. If you want to go to the actual synopsis, child, if you don't go to IMDb, yeah, I'm not. Go to IMDb. Ask me crazy ass questions. Don't you see I'm busy putting a plastic bag on my head? Yeah, keep it cute. How am I gonna hide that? I ain't letting this through. I do not think this through. What else do I have in here that I can use? So boom, we open with the infamous house. Not infamous to us yet. It's a house. It opens and we come through a barn door, right? We zoom in from the barn and we see this huge, beautiful house. And in the background is some music reminiscent of Mary Poppins. Funny enough, that's what the movie was based on. When they were thinking about like music and stuff, the writer or the producer or whomever this guy was, it's like, yeah, I wanted to be reminiscent of Mary Poppins and the movies of that like. It's a period-based movie set in the 1918. If you know anything about me, you know I don't really care for period-based movies. But this one gets a pass. This one gets a pass. Yes, sir. I'm just dabbing. That's not gonna work. I'm just dabbing some latex. Not in my hairline. Ooh, I got the hiccups. You think I'm gonna grow bigger? Just to sit this down right here. And hopefully that'll stick it. And it won't get stuck to me. But it'll get stuck to me. And so it's this sweeping, grandiose music that would push you in the mind of like Mary Poppins or something like that. Something from that era. Sound of Music. Wizard of Oz. That era of music. And then you go into the house and you meet Pearl for the first time. She's in her mother's dress. It's a beautiful, not beautiful. It is this just product of its time. And she's dancing. The scene changes and she's alone in the studio and she's just dancing away. And it's very beautiful. And then it cuts back to reality and her mom is opening the door and she gets berated. Her mom is like, you're just selfish. She explains what she's doing. Her mom is like, it's not called dancing, it's called selfish. Stuff like that. Her mama does not approve of her, you know, dancing and whatnot. If you ask me, the mama a hater. The mama just displayed hateristic characteristics. Just a hater. The whole movie. you know, until I don't want to spoil the review either. So, I look stupid. I look so stupid. She's out there feeding the animals, and this is where you see how she's unhinged just a little bit, because she's talking to the animals, and that don't make you unhinged. But knowing the movie like I know the movie, and the music is framed like she's crazy, and she is. She's talking to the animals, she's giving them a performance, and then Mr. Goose comes in. The music changes. Mr. Goose don't make it out. Not alive, at least. She murders Mr. Goose. It's not funny, but it's absurd. So, she has this dog, right? She goes out on the dog, and she has this gator that she feeds. It's called Thwad. It's something weird, okay? I looked it up and I don't remember what it said. And let me continue putting my makeup while I talk about this. I just got some, this is a very beat up makeup tray. I just got some liquid latex and cotton rounds. Just a bag of cotton balls. She feeds the goose. She feeds Mr. Goose. Did I call him Mr. Duck or something? He wasn't a duck, he was a goose. She feeds him to the gator. And guess what the gator do? It ate him up. It do what a gator do. And that's your opening scene. Very beautiful opening, I believe. The gator comes into play again in the film, okay? Don't worry. So I'm just laying down latex on my makeshift ball cap. Just doing whatever. Actually, let me look at a reference file. Don't pay attention to the tutorial part. Just listen to the movie part. Just half listen, okay? Just you doing your dishes? Yeah, go on do your dishes. Cause I done forgot how to do burns. It done been so long since I've done anything pertaining to SFX, and I'm an SFX artist. I've been so busy with work and school. Oh my God, get out of here! Come back around here, I'm gonna knock you out the air. I told you. Just go back to where you were. God. But I'm just basically putting latex down and cotton over the top of it, and then when I feel like it, I'm gonna go back over the cotton with more latex so it'll be easier to work with, and I can pull it apart and stuff. Very simple stuff. I couldn't look up any references. I think I got too excited. So I'm just gonna go with from my mind how I imagine a burn would go at that caliber. They're at family dinner, and this is gonna help you like understand the dynamic between her and her mother. She is. They are talking about her dancing, and she was like, "You look like a fool. It's stupid, all that stuff." Yeah. In my honest opinion, the mama should have died. But she's like, "You doing too much. You gotta feed your daddy first," that kind of stuff. Like, that's your husband. How about you feed your husband? And like, she has like this wistful look in her eye, like she's judging her. Because she is. And then the scene afterwards, it's really weird. Pearl is sent up, like Pearl is literally doing everything it is to take care of this man. She's a regular old CNA at this point. Because Mama is not doing anything for Daddy. Pearl gives the Daddy the medicine. Pearl feeds Daddy. Pearl cleans up after Daddy. Pearl washes him up and everything. Mama just sits there and does nothing. Nothing, I say. And as you can tell, this might cause a dynamic issue between her and her father. I'm gonna talk about her and her dad's relationship in a second. So they're having bath time, and she's talking about this movie that she wants to go see, because ain't no home movie sets, ain't no streamings, nothing. It's the olden days, you feel me? This would have popped if I had some coffee grounds off of me. I have developed an aversion to sticky stuff. So this is really killing me. I know this sticky to my face. So she's like, I'm gonna go into town, get you some more medicine. You know, I get to go watch some movies. She's very excited while she's in the shower, while she's in the bath, and her dad is like right there. Like, he's a vegetable, but he can still see. Girl, you getting in the shower in front of your daddy? I don't think my dad has ever seen me naked after the age of, you know, being able to see, be of conscious mind. I don't think my dad has ever seen me naked after that. I made sure of it. Maybe when I was a toddler. But as a grown woman, that's just weird to me. Her mom walks in, it's like, the money's on the table. You whore. Well, she doesn't say that, but it's implied. It's heavily implied. So the next day she goes into town, she picks up the medicine, she goes to the theater. That's when she meets, don't remember his name. We're gonna call him Jason. That's probably his name. He seems like a Jason. This man is fine. Everything that she wants in a man, you know, he gives her a little slice, a little slip from the movies that she had been watching. And he's like, I believe you're gonna go far. You know, just shit niggas tell you to get in your drawers. Like, he ain't got no, you don't think she's really gonna make it in the industry. But he wanted to get in the drawers. She's a married woman. Well, you know, she don't give it up on the first date. Because she's a good woman, you know. She went on her husband. By the way, his name is Howard. Don't know why I retained that, but didn't retain one of the character names that actually are relevant. Changing tactics. Gonna get our hands dirty. Saturate the cotton in latex and place it. This is the cheap version of latex I got from Walmart. So it's gonna burn my eyes. You're gonna see it watering in a second. I don't got it too close, but it's close enough. I'm just making sure all of this is saturated in latex or the illusion to work. The illusion. So she goes into town, she meets this guy, he gives her a clip from the picture she was watching, and she rides home on her bicycle. The picture, because it was like, it wasn't even in her pocket good, the wind blows it and it's like gone forever. And she's very devastated about that. She goes into a cornfield. She meets a little scarecrow that she hunches. She hunches the scarecrow. You know, the odd shit that she does. She even steal the nigga hat. Nigga being the scarecrow. She stole his hat. How's he gonna scare off squirrels without his hat? I feel like that was unnecessary. But she done it. Yes, she did. Her mom notices some money gone, and she has to lie because she can't tell her that she's been going to the theater. Because, you know, what was famous in 1918? Not only was it a war, but also Spanish flu. A pandemic was in the making. Hey, if that doesn't ring any bells, that doesn't feel familiar to you, I don't know what will. So, you know, her mom argues with her and she's like, fine, you bought some candy? Okay. Don't eat no dinner. You had your dinner. And that is, like, this is like, her mama is a bitch. I don't use that word often. Her mama was a bitch. And she hates her. We're made to hate her. I get where she's coming from. Because, like, you'll see. Hopefully I have a bit of editing prowess to, like, edit in all the examples and stuff that I'm talking about. I hope I can do that. I really hope I can do that. But I don't think so. So, her mama sends her to bed without food. She's like, this is so unfair. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. The day after that, her sister-in-law comes. I'm sitting back because I gotta let this drop a little bit. The day after that, her sister-in-law comes and tells her about a dance troupe that comes through town. And you know, this girl loves dancing. She wants to be a star. You feel me? So, she wants to go. Nothing happens for a little bit. Her mom snoops through her things and finds a poster and deducts that she has been going to see these movies without her permission. They just kind of yada yada it. But she probably overheard them, her and her daddy talking one day or something like that. Long story short, she's like, you gotta stay in the boarding house. You can't come in here no more. You know how people were during the actual pandemic here in the United States? They were like overly protective of themselves, which you should have been. COVID was a beast. And so was the Spanish flu, I'm assuming. It killed a lot of people, I read. Like a lot of people. So she's like, you gotta sleep out in the barn. And then Pearl is like, well, since I gotta sleep out in the barn, I might as well tell you this. I am going to try out for this dance troupe that's coming in town. And her mom was like, no, the hell you ain't. And Pearl was like, yes, I am. I really am. And they get into an argument. And it's this whole long scene where the mother soliloquies and she's like, I spent my whole life thinking I was gonna have something better than I had you, and you's just a piece of shit. You think that people don't see what you're doing in private, but they is, and they judging you. Basically, that's what it boils down to. I'm paraphrasing, okay? Probably know what that lady said, but that's the gist. That's like what she was getting at. You think that nobody knows the real you? You think that you want everybody to think that you're so sweet and so kind, and you're not. I know the real you. I see you in your private moments when you think that nobody is watching. I know what kind of monster you are. You can't keep it hidden forever. That's basically what she says. And then Pearl's trying to fight her case. She's like, that's not true. And then she was like, I just don't want to end up like you. And that's what tipped her mother over the edge. First of all, let me back up a little bit, because I'm all over the place right now. After the scene where the sister-in-law tells Pearl about the bad shoot, Pearl takes her dad down to the docks, and she was about to kill that nigga. He was about to be gone. He lucky that the mama came by, cause she had called the gator over and everything. My oh my. And then what makes it so funny is during this argument, the mama picks up a knife and holds it to the dad's throat and was like, you want me to kill him? And Pearl was like, no, that's not what I said at all. All I said was, Pearl was like, no, I didn't say that. All I said was I wanted to try out for a group. And the mom goes in deeper. She's like, ever since I had you, I've had nothing but failure. Every time I look at you, I'm reminded of that failure. It's like real deep. Hopefully I can like edit it in. I really want y'all to see that scene, because it's really powerful. And it really displays like their relationship. Like the mama really hate this bitch. And she ain't did nothing to the mama, really. And so Pearl, we caught back up now. Pearl is like, I just don't want to end up like you. And that sets the mama off. The mama comes over, really calm, slaps the shit out of Pearl. Pearl, I said she better slap her. Guess what Pearl did? Slapped the shit out of her mama. Just real hard. And then they start tussling. They got it. Daddy over there in the corner, he can't move or nothing because he's a vegetable, really. Like, he's paralyzed. He can't talk. He can't do nothing for himself. Daddy over there in the corner just staring, emoting hella hard. But they still fighting. And then Pearl gets the upper hand, and she's trying to get her mama off of her, and she pushes her into the fire, into the hearth. There was a fire there. I don't know why y'all fighting around open flames, but like, y'all do you, I guess. You do you. Her mama gets caught on fire, and it all goes down from there. So this scene ain't funny, but at the same time it is. She don't get her mama no help. I think in this moment she's kind of scared too, but she don't get her mama no help. She just like kind of drags her into the basement. Her head, that lady had a concussion by the end of this because her head hit every single step. You remember that Medea play where she was like, she threatened the girl that she was going to drag her up and down the steps, hitting her head 26 times. That's how it happened to the mama. The mama hit her head like 26 times, all the way down to the bottom. And then she comes back upstairs, Daddy's staring at her. I thought Daddy was going to get got in. But instead, she runs off and she goes to the theater, where she immediately has sex. Like, there's no warning or nothing. She immediately has sex with the theater guy. What I named him? Thomas, Lewis, Eric. I don't remember. Don't remember his name. Gosh, what can I remember his name? I don't think they gave him a name, did they? So she goes over there. He talks about how he's gonna take her to Europe, you know, after the war. And she falls for it. He was just telling her some shit to get into her drawers, and she fell for it. How many next days is in this strip? The next day, She goes home, you know, she's in a rush, and he's like, well, let me take you home. She goes home. Remember, they just had a fight. Like, there's food everywhere. The daddy at the table, just starving, looking scared. I don't think that man slept a wink. The mama downstairs, trying to get at. And, gotta let this dry. The mama downstairs trying to get out, she checks on her, and she's like, I want you to remember this. I want you to feel this. And every time, it was something very cool. She's like, I want you to remember this. And every time you burn, I want you to think of how I felt every time you looked at me. It was mirroring what her mama told her. Very cool scene. Very cool scene. That's as good as that's gonna get. So the mama's in the basement. She's like, I hope you feel the way I felt all these years. Every time you looked at me, that burning sensation. Basically the same thing her mom told her. She told it back to her. And it's like, I just hope you feel it. I hope you feel it. I hope you feel the shame that I felt. Bullshit like that. I gotta let this dry. I'll come back when this is dry. How you can tell if your glue is dry, your latex is dry, it turns yellow, like this. And if it doesn't have anything in it, it turns clear. And we're dry, baby. Time to move forward. It's been like 2 hours, probably. I don't look at the clock. So I have this bruise palette, and I'm gonna go in with the very red. If I can get it open. I did this to the beauty blender. Can you see that? It looks like something ate it, but I did that intentionally. You want to take off little pieces. This is how you're going to do your bruises. And you just dab like you're putting on foundation. Oh my God. Stop it. You just dab like you're putting on foundation. I start with my lightest color first. I imagine if you get burned in the face, you'll have some irritation on the parts that is not affected. Am I just gonna have to hold this thing this entire time? Hold on, maybe this will help. I imagine that you're gonna have irritation. So it would be like a bright red around there. Then I'm gonna go in with a deeper color. This, don't pick at me. I know I need a new kit. Had this one for quite some time. I'm not telling you how long because you will judge me. I'm gonna go in with a deeper purple. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I feel like this would be like, it doesn't burn after all. And this is the Mehron bruise palette. They don't even sell this anymore. That's how old this is. It bruised up to me. I'm gonna add a little bit more red, just that bright red. Key spots. Just like that. Looking like a burn already. Look at you. You're doing great. You're doing great. I'm gonna go back in. That same red. I ain't got no other red. I'm gonna fill in all these spots in my eye area. So I was telling y'all about what she said to her mama. Well, she goes to the audition. This is the day of the audition. She goes to the audition. And she performs her little ass off. Like, and or shown from her perspective, she probably didn't do that good. But they tell her like, yo, we're looking for something else. We want somebody blonde. That's what they say. They probably didn't set up for real, but that's what she heard. Like, you're talented, but we've seen this enough. We want somebody else. And that just kind of pushes her over the edge. I mean, she didn't kill her mama. She didn't kill her daddy. She kills her daddy, by the way. That man did not catch a break. At all. Is this annoying? Can you hear that? Yikes. So she kills her daddy, and she's like in this mood, in this funk. And her sister-in-law sees it, and she's like, girl, don't worry about it. We're gonna do good. And then she performs, and she doesn't do good. They actually don't like the essence of her. They're like, you're too old. All of that, this, that, and the third. And it just fucking kills her. Because, you know, she didn't kill her folks. So, the sister-in-law offers to drive her home. Or to walk her home. Because they ain't got no car in this time. Well, they got cars, but they ain't supposed to be out. Really. And this is my favorite scene of the movie. The sister-in-law is like, well, we can talk. You can pretend like I'm your husband. And you can tell him all the things that you want to tell me. And maybe that'll help you feel better. Because she was like in this funk since they told her, you know, because she done killed her mama and daddy and all of that. And, you know, naturally she'll be in the funk. I don't know why this ain't. Let's put it there. Let me see if I can cover it a little bit better. Because I just realized I didn't put much on my hair. Oh well. Because she's been in this funk, you know, she done killed her mama and her daddy. Of course she's feeling bad. This was supposed to be her ticket out of here. And they sit down and they talk, and she tells the sister-in-law how she has killed people. Oh, the boyfriend fucking dies, by the way. Spoiler, he died. He was her first kill, other than animals. I'm gonna wait till I finish this because I feel like this is really loud. Maybe it's just really loud to me. It's hard to see how this is turning out in the viewcorner, so I'm gonna still here. Oh, that looks horrible. On brand. It's on brand. I should have powdered it first. Remember to powder your latex. I want to add blood to it. And some freaking lube. And that's not me being perverse. That's like an actual step that you have to do, or it's not gonna look good. I got some sculpting tools. Be extra careful with these. You don't want a real accident. Liquid latex and cotton is very strong after it dries. So, yeah. I'm just ripping up some spots. So she tells her sister-in-law about all the murdering she's been doing and how her and her husband will be able to get past that spot in their marriage. Because right now she hates him and she envies him because he came from a rich family. He was supposed to take her from her farm life and do the right thing, get her off that farm because she hates it there. And he didn't do that at all. Instead, he went to war when he didn't even have to. It's revealed that it was a pride thing. He hates his folks or something like that. So he didn't take the opportunity to not go into war. And she kind of despises him for that. Because what the hell, bro? You were supposed to take me from here and you left me here all by my lonesome. So she reveals all of this to the sister-in-law. The sister-in-law ain't got no kind of survival instincts. Well, she do, but at the same time, she don't. She's making all these excuses. Pearl has like this big thing. She's like, "Are you scared of me now?" Sister-in-law lies. She's like, "No, I'm not scared of you. I just gotta get home." So Pearl lets her leave. At first, she lets her get to the front door, out into the yard, and then she comes out. She grabs an axe. And old girl was getting it at first. But she falls, like they always do. She falls. I'm just freestyling. This is no longer a tutorial. Don't follow what I'm doing. I'm just freestyling. And Pearl catches up to her and slaughters her. I think it was partially because she thinks that the girl got the spot as the lead because the girl was blonde and could dance a little bit. I feel like had she kept denying that shit, she would have been A-okay. Like, Pearl, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not get the spot. I did not. But then she just says, "Thank you." In like this weird tone. And leaves. And Pearl's like, "I've had it." And so she chops up the girl's body, throws her in with the gator, takes the pitchfork out of the boyfriend. Well, she dumps him first. Then she takes the body, she chops it up, feeds it to the alligator. And then she takes her mother from downstairs. She cuddles it first, the corpse. She cuddles it first. And then she takes her from downstairs and puts her in a chair. She gets her dad. She puts him at the table. The daddy dead, by the way. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, the dad dead. Everybody from this point forward, except for the husband, is dead that we've been introduced to. She sets up the table so nice with the pig. There was a pig that was given to them by the sister-in-law's mother, the mother-in-law, that had been set outside to rot, just left there to rot the entire time, the entire duration of the movie. She puts that up there on the table. She makes some sides. You know, you gotta have some greenery with your rot. And so she does all of that. This is Bill Nye Scab blood. It probably is scab by now. Oh, it's still good. It's still good. We still good. Don't worry. Ben Nye. It's not Bill Nye. It's Ben Nye. I always do that. Oh yeah, all the products I use will be listed in the description box below. If I remember to do that. Chances are I'm not. So you'll have to guess. It's so sticky now. It's sticky like a booger. Right there. I don't know why I started back messing with it after I put it down. And the movie ends with her husband coming back home. Like, after this entire film, we're unsure if the boyfriend or the husband's gonna come back, and he does, right? And she's so happy. He sees like the dead people at the table. And then he sees her. And the camera zooms in on her doing this awkward, you're home. And it zooms in and it ends. And that's how the movie ends. I don't know if I did this movie suffice and like did it justice in retelling this tale. Because I'm not good at explaining things. Everything that's up here don't always come down here to my mouth, not to my throat or titties, whichever one you thought I was pointing to. I just felt it a little tough. Oh well, we're gonna go with it. If you want to know how to do burn victim, bro, just look at Google Images, okay? Take off your safe search, go to Google Images, look up burns. That's all I ever do. Well, that's the video. Bye.